Hello. Welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 320, 100 away from 420, where we will be talking on the podcast. What? This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam. And this is a talk episode where the tutors talk.
Nice.
That would be fun. We've talked about doing that.
We'll probably do it. Whatever. 420. What's up? We'll do it in Michigan.
Yeah. It's in 50 weeks, so it gives us time.
Yeah.
We'll have probably a new governor by then, so you never know.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a new president. Hashtag #TBaby2024.
Mm-hmm. Or Kamala.
Like I said.
They could cheat their way.
Trump Daddy 2024 is going to be in.
Did you see other governments have been coming out that, like, they know that our election was rigged in 2020?
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. We've apparently gotten like 4 Italian diplomats killed because they wanted some Italian diplomat out, or no, the Obamas. Siphoned $400 million or billion, I don't remember.
Million, most likely.
$1 million, and Italy helped them to get it to a Swiss bank account.
Jesus.
So they took like U.S. This is just a story I heard on Instagram.
Speculation.
It is. I'm gonna go with conspiracy theory. But so they helped get this money to a Swiss bank account, and so they have been threatening to come out with that and prove that the 2020 election was rigged, and they've been killing diplomats because of it.
Interesting.
Who they is, I don't know. But
I'll give you this. Most recently, just heard it on Andy Frisella. That's where I get a lot of my news. Check out his latest CTI. It's actually really good. And his latest Q&A. I posted that on my story today. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, here's the deal. People are like, oh, the election clearly wasn't rigged. We're stupid. Biden clearly was the most popular president in history ever. Okay, cool. But when we went to bed, Trump was up. And I went to bed going like, Trump's winning, baby. I went to bed happy as a clam.
I'm not even thinking anything of it because we were like, there's no way.
Yeah, dude, we're like, he is just running away with this. Like, Trump 2020, life is good, baby, it's so sweet. And then, boom, we wake up. And in all of the like, flex states, what are those called?
The
swing states.
Swing states.
In all the swing states, vertical line. Not even, it's never been seen before.
Was it in all of them, or was it just in Wisconsin?
It was Wisconsin and Michigan for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Vertical lines.
At 2 a.m.
At 2 a.m., where only Biden got 100,000 votes. Okay, so somehow at 2 a.m., you were able to input 200,000 votes for Biden, and you didn't get a single one for Trump?
Like, it doesn't matter how blue that county is. There's still going to be a good mixture.
Yeah, there'll be a good mixture. Mm-hmm. At least 40, 60.
Yeah. I'd even give it 75-25.
All right, cool. At least something. Then 100%.
Yeah.
And then, so it's okay. So it's like, okay. And then, so you have that. And then there's all the videos and stuff of people dumping ballots out and stuff of trucks.
And burning ballots. And dumping extra ballots into the ballot boxes.
Mm-hmm. And, like, there's been a bunch of stuff of people who are like, oh, these people were deceased and voted Democrat. Mm-hmm. So
or there's even been people that, like, you guys should really do this because you can look up your voter record. And you can look and see what elections you voted in. And I think it might even tell you who you voted for, but I'm not quite sure.
Sure.
But you can see all your past elections that you've done. And so I've seen a handful of videos now of people like looking it up, and they're just like, No, 2020 was the first election I ever voted in, and there was like a whole bunch of like primaries and smaller elections and other big elections that they voted in that they're like, I didn't do this.
Wow.
Oh no, 2016 was the first election they did.
Sure.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Cray.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, gang. I think it was probably stolen because it only makes sense. But anyways, we're not here to talk about politics.
No, we should stop for a little bit. Till Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Till Monday. We'll keep going though. So anyways, yeah, Trump Daddy 2024. Come on. Looking forward to it. Crypto is starting to go down a little bit, which is kind of cool because I want it to crash so I can put all of my life savings into it.
They said it was going to crash this year.
It's supposed to crash this year.
And then it's supposed to boom next
Reach
year.
an all-time high in 2025.
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm waiting.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got else? What else?
What else is happening?
Sam and I ate ice cream for dinner. Sam doesn't like ice cream, so she had sherbet.
Sorbet.
Sorbet.
Yeah.
And I had, what I have? Mackinac Island or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Man, it was good.
Mm-hmm. You ate the whole thing.
I got a tummy ache.
If you're from Eau Claire, I highly recommend going to the Dancin' Bean.
Dancin' Bean over by Pet Food Plus off of London Road.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty good. Goofy fella working there. I like him.
He's the best.
He's awesome.
It's attached to 2 dance studios, so they decided to open up a coffee shop in between. I don't remember.
Coffee shop and ice cream.
Yeah.
I could see when they have dance class, they're probably extremely busy. And when there's not dance class, it is dead.
But you gotta think too, like, while the moms and dads are there, they probably get like a little snack and coffee. And yeah, I think it's genius.
That's my point. Yeah, like when there's dance classes, they're making it worth it. Yeah.
Also, congratulations, Tori, on your last shift at River Jams. I'm sorry we did not get to come see you.
We will miss you, Tori.
Yeah, we will.
Good luck on your endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Keep sharing the podcast.
Yeah, dude. You're the best. Anyways, congrats to Casey and Nick on having a child.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
It's cool stuff. Hey, Ryan and I put up a tree stand yesterday.
That's exciting.
Cody helped too.
Cody observe?
No, he actually helped.
Oh, okay. Good for him.
He was like holding up the stand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Went up well. It's cool. Ryan's going to let us shoot does out of there. So that's really all I care about.
Yeah. Getting that meat, providing for the fam.
That meat, baby. We got to get the other cooler freezer set up because we're going to have a lot of meat.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going to put it all. We might have to get another freezer because we're going to have we're going to have half a cow, a pig, and a couple deer. Mm-hmm. All between October through December.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should also probably look into beefing up the power in the garage to, handle 3 freezers.
Not the worst idea I've heard.
Mm-hmm. Probably wouldn't cost much, TBH.
It's good now. Like, there's enough power in there. We just have to put it on different circuits in the garage.
How many circuits are in the garage, though?
3. So we just need to put it on just split them up, 1 on each.
Mm-hmm. It would be really nice to have 3, because then you could have a venison one, a pork one, and then a beef one.
Wow, I never thought of that. That's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want an upright one, though, too. 2 deep freezing and upright.
That's fine.
Oh, it's so nice. Uprights are so nice.
Yeah. Because we could put probably the beef in the upright one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because beef would all stack nicely. Oh, anyways.
Cool.
Just thinking life plans here, guys.
There's a couple things in life that get me real freaking revved up and going.
Hunting's one of them.
Meat. Meat is one of them.
Yeah.
Meat is one of them. Meat's cool. I shot my best 4 arrows the other day.
You did. That's
It
exciting.
was just all in the bullseye.
I like how you didn't share that on your story. Only have your mother share it.
Oh, yeah, it's probably too late for me to share it on mine, huh?
Do you have the picture? I mean, she probably does. You could probably have her send it to you.
She sent me one of them.
Oh,
There's 2 pictures.
Yeah.
It's cool. So let's see here. Yeah, why did I do that? Oh, we're selling the house Monday with AJ. Selling the house Monday in Thorpe. 3-bed, 1.5. 3-bed, 1.5 bath. If you're in the Thorpe land, want a 3-bed, 1.5 bath with a 2-stall garage. Selling the house.
Brand new roof.
Brand new roof. Newish boiler.
Yeah, true. Shaun, what have you been reading lately?
Dude. I've been reading the Jack Carr series. Is that what you're talking about?
Both.
Okay, so I've been reading Jack Carr series. James Reese. I started with the first one, The Terminalist. And I'll read and I'll get tired, so I'll go to bed. And the other night I was reading and I stopped right before a juicy part. It's the Mexican cartel scene for anybody familiar with the books. And I was too tired to get into it, so I went to sleep. Last night, I opened it up. I read the first sentence, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot that this is what my night has in store for me. So I stayed up a little too late reading, which then affected my waking up the next day. So get up at 5:30 to gym. Well, I sleep through my alarm all the time. So Sam hears my alarm, has to wake me up. The problem is it takes you a lot to wake me up. So finally I hear like, Shaun, it's 5:40. You have to get up. And I'm like, ugh. So I crawl out of bed. The hardest thing to do is to get out of bed in the morning, 5:40 a.m., usually 5:30. Look at Mimi and Sam all snuggled up under the blankets, warm and cozy and cute, and I'm like, I have to fucking go to the gym.
Well, first you have to cold shower.
I have to fucking cold shower and then go to the gym. Fuck me. And meanwhile, these 2 girls are just snoozing, looking cute and snoozing. And I have to get in the cold shower and go to the gym. And it is difficult. It is very difficult.
Yeah, we snuggle hard once Shaun gets out of bed. Real hard. I love it.
Yeah, I actually struggle. There's a lot of like...
There's been a couple... There was one morning that you like came and cuddled back and I was just like, what are you doing? Like, you need to go. And you're like, ugh, do I have to?
There was one morning where I got up and we'd gotten to bed real late, like 11:30. And I got up at 5:30 and I was like, not today. And I went back to sleep. Because I was like, I need 8.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we slept until like 7:30, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. Shaun needs his sleep, though, because if he doesn't, his days are ruined.
I just get so fucked up. I don't know. I've pretty much always gotten like 7 to 8 hours. So when I don't, I really feel it. If I do it one day, it's not the end of the world. If I consecutively have days under 7 hours and I'm training, oh God, I start to get sick right away.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dude, I got a massage Tuesday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Ugh, amazing. Real massage. Stefan does deep tissue. Fudge. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Made you late for dinner, though.
I was late for dinner. I felt like you leave there feeling high.
I know. Shaun got back and he's like, oh, snowy, and she just sounds really gross.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you like that?
That was pretty good.
It was pretty accurate.
So, yeah, I get nasally. Because my nose gets plugged from laying down.
Yeah. And then he got all mad at me because he's like, you haven't cooked anything yet?
Yeah, I get home, I'm like, all right, I'm 30 minutes late. And there's no dinner. So now I got to make dinner.
It was all prepped. You just literally got to throw it on.
I know. It was good. Thank you. It was good dinner. Had some Wagyu. Had some Wagyu burgers.
It was really delicious, actually.
Had mother over for some Wagyu burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. What else we got cooking, babe?
How's your broth journey been going?
I have one pimple on my back.
Good for you.
So pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty freaking good.
Your like face, like I feel like even your pores have kind of gone down a little bit.
Broth journey's been good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the broth life.
Mm-hmm. Trying to convince other people to broth it up now.
Just brothing, dude. I think this saved my life.
Are we gonna start a brothel?
Tempt me with a good time, babe.
Get it?
I get it. Cool.
Sorry, we're both just drinking lots of liquids.
What else we got?
What else do we got? The gym is coming.
The gym is coming.
Sean's got to go pick up more equipment next week.
Yeah, we ended up having a few things. I was supposed to get the rest of the equipment this week, not the rest. Like, after this load of equipment we get, we're gonna be like 3/4 of the way done.
Yeah. And the rest we have to like find, or our supplier has to find for us.
Yeah, we have to cherry pick some pieces. But it'll be enough where we'll be a pretty solid home gym.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we got a little bit more to get there. I was hoping to get it this week, but I think I'm gonna have to get it next Monday.
Yeah.
And then maybe set up Tuesday, Wednesday, or something.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good. Good.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty excited for it. Actually, I think it's gonna be really good. You gonna help me move all the stuff, or should I get Kyle?
Kyle.
Makes sense.
I mean, you can use me, but it would be 10 times easier if you use Kyle. Plus, do they need 3 guys in one bathroom?
No.
There's your answer.
Cool. What else you got, babe? So gym's coming along well.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the gym this morning and trained. It's crazy how like one person at the gym can just like irk you.
Mm-hmm.
Making all the noise in the world. Lifting, just ego lifting. Ego waffles. And I'm just like, do we have to do this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one thing, dude. This is something that I've always like.
Wait, which gym did you go to this morning?
3D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Back in the day, going to like 3D or Momentum, and dudes would like make noise.
Mm-hmm.
It was usually because they were lifting weight.
Like a lot of weight.
Yeah, and I was like cool with it, right? It'd be like dudes grunting to do reps at 500 on squat. And so I'm like, all right, dude, guy's getting jacked up to do reps 500 squat. Respect.
Mm-hmm.
Guy getting jacked up to bang around, 3.5 plates on the bench. All right, cool. Deadlifting over 500, people getting jacked up, right? Or you see the guys that make some noise to go, clean over 100, or sorry, to snatch over 100 kilos, clean over like 130 kilos. I'm like, respect.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing shit like
shoulder shrugs,
or like lockout deadlifts, so you're essentially deadlifting 3 inches, doing lockouts. We don't need to make that much noise. We don't need to do this.
Mm-mm.
We don't need to do lockouts every week.
Mm-mm.
What are we doing that for?
Dude, yeah, because I know exactly who you're talking about, and just when you would do shoulder shrugs with like weight, and I'm just like, no offense, dude, but 1, it's not that much weight, and 2, you're shoulder shrugging. Like, no, stop.
Dude, and I'm like this. If you're not massive and like getting more size, like if you're not,
because we've seen this guy go to the gym for 7 years, over 7 years.
yes, 6 to 7 years, actually longer, 9 years for me. But go ahead.
7 years for me, and he's put on maybe 10 pounds, 20 pounds of muscle in that time.
Yep. It's I'm just like, clearly something you're doing isn't
helping,
working.
Yeah.
If we're not doing any changes to the body for years, like we should be able to make changes every year to the body.
Yeah.
Every year you should be making noticeable changes.
100%. And like, I mean, I don't lift heavy. I also don't grunt, but like you clearly can tell that like I have more muscle definition than I did 3-4 years ago.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't try to go there and show off and make lots of noise and slam weights or anything like that because I know I'm not massive.
Right.
I just try to blend in.
Yeah. I used to make noise.
I know you did, but you were also lifting a shit ton of weight.
I was lifting weight, baby.
And you were a big fucking boy.
Dude, when I was talking to Ryan and Cody yesterday, and we were watching Ryan deadlift, because Eva posted a story of Ryan deadlifting 8 years ago, and Cody and I are like, damn, dude, that guy was wild. And Ryan's like, that dude was strong. And Cody starts laughing. He's like, we were all so much stronger 8 years ago than we are now. And we're like, it's like, dude, who would have thought? Like, I never thought when I was like 20 years old, 22 years old, I never thought that I would get weaker. Mm-hmm. I actually thought that like I would be getting stronger and that I would like be my strongest in my like 30s to like late 30s. I thought is when I'd be like my strongest. And
you still got time for that.
Yeah. I also don't take it serious as my number one sport anymore, so that probably is hindering me quite a bit.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely is. But now my shit aches so much. I'm just like, my joints hurt. If I'm like squatting over like 2 plates, my joints are like, what is going on, pal?
Dude, it's so funny because like men and women definitely have different like thought processes when they go to the gym. Because I mean, when I did start and whatever, I only had like you to really show me what like gym life was. So at that point I was like, I want to see how heavy of weights I can lift and try to lift my heaviest. But then I started like watching other people, like some of the other ladies at the gym or like Dana even. And like they don't lift heavy. They just lift consistently, a good amount of weight, have a good workout, and just go for how their body looks.
Right.
And so I'd say probably 3 years ago that changed in me. 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That I was just like, I don't care how much I can lift. I just want to look good and feel good. And that's definitely like the different mentalities that like you and I have is like, you also want to always look good, but you still have that like, that little voice inside your head that's just like, we used to lift so much weight.
I know.
And it doesn't even like cross my mind. I don't even care that I don't lift
God, dude.
anywhere near what I used to.
I used to not give a shit about my body. And it's just like, what allows me to lift more? And then I went down that path too much. And one day I was looking at my fucking just dad bod in the mirror after I'd been weightlifting for a couple years. And I had these big ass quads and my upper body had just gone away. Didn't have pecs, had a fucking gut, didn't have big arms. And like all of my muscle tone just disappeared upper body and just went to my quads. And I could not handle it. I started steroids a week later.
So if you wouldn't have switched to weightlifting, do you think you would have ever done steroids?
I think it would have been a lot less likely to.
Mm-hmm. Or like way further down the road?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the only reason well, one, I had extreme amounts of peer pressure. But two, the other reason was that, like, I was so disappointed in, like, what I had let my body get to. I didn't realize I really cared that much about what I looked like until I let my body go so much just so I could, like, only focus on numbers. Mm-hmm. And then it fucked with my brain so much. I was like, I need my body back. D-ball, son. And it fucking just...
Yeah.
And now I'm talking to Jesus every day about how to get my natural test back up because I want to feel okay.
Yeah. I love that for you.
Sure.
How's the dad bod coming? Did that ever change?
I'm looking better than the dad bod.
Yeah, you are.
What I need to do is I need to not eat ice cream when I get the craving once every 2 weeks.
Not eat a cookie, a scone, a cinnamon roll, ice cream.
Now that you mention it, I have a sweets problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my problem. When I wasn't doing sweets.
You were fit as fuck.
Dude, when I was on my shit, I don't remember who I showed it last to. It was stupid. Stupid.
Dude, you...
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm lucky we were married at that time.
I should print out that fucking picture.
And then just look at it every night.
I should just put it next to the shower in the morning. Mm-hmm. And I should just look at that thing and go, get in the shower, you freaking loser. It should be my back screen on my phone. So every time I want to eat a fucking cookie, I'm like, wow, you're really going to fucking not let that be your life again, you loser. Like, dude.
And then having the font on it.
God.
Don't eat that fucking sweet FF.
Damn, dude. I was stupid. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, to the point where, like, that's the kind of shit, like, I used to see in magazines or, like, that you see on Instagram now. And I'm like, it is not possible for me to look that way. Mm-hmm. And then I was looking that way. And I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. There is, I think it's a rugby team that, like, some of the players were, like, doing something shirtless or something. And, like, women were just wet from it. And they were like, we need more of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a lot of just jacked men.
Jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's something about it. And that's like, I was natty at that point. Granted, I still probably had a little test in the system.
Yeah.
There was still probably a little bit just hanging out there, you know?
Yeah.
I miss that guy. I need that.
Are you looking for that picture right now?
Nah, dude. Of course not. I need that discipline back. That guy's discipline was
outrageous.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I've had to put timers on my social media now. I was getting a little out of hand. Shaun was gone for a weekend, and I probably spent half of a day just doom scrolling on different platforms. Not good. No. I also wasn't feeling well, but still, I could have done anything other than that. So I put timers on to be...
Is that it, dude? Mm-hmm. Dude! Shred Haas.
With the glasses, too.
Just shred Haas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look like that now.
No, you don't.
I look kind of like a fucking bag of mashed potatoes now.
You aren't even close to as bad as you were.
Oh my God, you see that?
What?
Jacked.
Yeah. Hey, can I use your phone?
Yeah, sure. So anyways, doom scrolling.
You weren't nearly... Oh, I was saying you aren't nearly as bad as you were.
When?
When we met.
Oh, is that what you're looking up or what?
No.
Oh, dude, I was a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
Times have changed. I'm 50 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
50 pounds. Not 45 right now. But like that picture was 50 pounds lighter than when we met.
That's wild to think about.
It's a lot of meat. That actually plays more of a role than like any gear. Like the fact that I'm 50 pounds lighter is the reason my strength is nowhere near the reason my joints don't feel as good and shit like that. Because when you're watery and you have a lot of extra cushion, you like shit just feels better. Like you just feel better. And then when you're taking Deca, it also helps. But that's besides the point. So yeah, it's things have changed. Things have changed.
Oh, for sure they have changed. Well, this is like a long, long time ago. Oh, never mind. Okay, anyways.
I will say what I miss is like I've been kind of dealing with my shoulder shit since the comp a few months ago.
Yeah, you still have been having issues.
It's still giving me bad issues.
Yeah.
And what I kind of miss is so like BPC helps. There's no doubt that BPC don't help. But I think I maybe attributed a little bit too much to the BPC when I did like my minor pec and minor hamstring tear. I think I attributed a little too much to the BPC and not enough to me bouncing my test up to 500, chewing on D-ball tabs, taking SARMs, and everything else.
For sure. I mean, your test is not nearly as where it should be because you have been having a terrible sweet tooth since that shoulder incident.
That's so true.
So your test is already naturally low from that.
You're hurting me.
I am. We do also have to remember with your hamstring, which I don't want to say this out loud because then I know I'm going to be stuck doing it again. The countless massages I had to give you. Countless. I was massaging Shaun like 2 times a day. And then you were stretching. You were doing some like mobility work.
I didn't stretch though for like 4 weeks.
Right, yeah. But I mean you were after a while.
Yeah.
So I mean for sure your shoulders should be far enough along where you should start stretching again. Don't touch the cords.
Yeah, you're right. I was taking stuff a little more seriously in all the realms.
And I think, yeah, I mean, you're 29 now. So, no offense. You're not going to bounce back as much as you were able to back then.
Sad.
So, I do think you were attributing how easy those 2 tears were to fix. And being like, oh, this one will heal just as easily, but not doing even half of the stuff as what you used to do.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think probably after this weekend, because we're going to go see your family, and we know there's going to be desserts. Going back to no desserts, no sweets.
Yeah, you're right.
And then...
just pulling it together.
Yeah, stretching. Some massages.
Yeah, you're right. I need to get jacked and tan again.
I know. I've like already lost so much of my tan from Florida.
Oh, yeah. I keep going in the sun, so I might.
I mean, like I'm still pretty tan, but not like nearly as much.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that is why Shaun's. Oh man, someone brought up at book club, about how there's like a conspiracy theory that, they're trying to lower men's tests in the population with soy. And me and I think Katie were both just like, yeah, because soy actually does lower your test.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah. I was like, did you know, like in prisons, they feed prisoners all soy so then they can lower their test so they're a lot calmer. And I was like, that's why if you see a lot of prisoners, like once they get out, I was like, they're really doughy. I was like, they have man tits. They're really flabby. I was like, some can come out if they work out to extreme amounts to counteract it. But I was like, yeah, they It's all soy. I was like, it's really, really bad for men to take. And someone said something about tofu or like maybe the Japanese or something. And I was like, but like we put soy in everything. And I'm sure like it's not even labeled that there's soy in a lot of our foods.
Bro, there's soy in so much proteins.
Yeah.
It's like soy proteins. I'm like, don't even put that in the same category. Get rid of the soy. I don't want it anywhere near my life.
Yeah. But yeah. So it's just like, yeah, that's not a conspiracy. Like that's a actual thing. And you can prove it too because the average testosterone has decreased by like half now.
It's gone down drastically. But it's not just soy. I mean, it's seed oils, it's the sugar, it's the water.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many things, the pesticides.
Yeah.
All that shit. So, like, your test is just getting fucking wreaked havoc on. Not getting outside, not spending time outside, spending time in front of a TV screen, polyester clothes instead of cotton or linen or wool. There's so many things. Some people say Wi-Fi could be contributing to it.
Yeah. Did you send me that experiment?
Yeah, it's fucked up. So yeah, there's just so many things that like...
Even electricity. Some people have been...
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, especially if you are by like an electrical panel.
Oh, even outlets, if your head's by an outlet. And it's crazy how much that shit affects you and you never know. Like living in a house full of electricity isn't necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you do? Keep doing your thing. We'll die someday, all of us. Some earlier than others.
You know, I'm curious though about the electricity thing because like people that live to be 100 right now have had electricity their whole lives. So I wonder if there's something specific with that. I know, like I could see electrical panels.
Yeah, but I also have seen studies where people have used electricity to grow plants, and it helps speed up the growth of plants because of like the electron charges and shit.
Yeah.
Because of energy, it's still energy, and it's giving energy to grow. So I don't know, man. Maybe we need to be plugging ourselves in at night to grow or something.
I think they talk about that grounding. The grounding
Yeah,
wire?
they talk about doing grounding, getting like grounding mattresses or whatever, grounding blankets or whatever.
Yeah.
Stick a ground inside the fucking ground and run it into your house. And
They talk about, doing that in vegetable gardens.
Do they?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're supposed to put like a metal rod and then copper wire and then string the copper wire through the garden and then have another post.
No shit.
Yeah.
Neat.
It's very neat. Very, very neat. I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'd just be... It'd be interesting to see, like, it would just take such a long time. But I guess... It'd be interesting to see if you switched, like, some things or a lot of those things. And, like, how much your life and health would improve over time. But I'm thinking, like, that's going to take... You're probably not going to notice those changes for a couple of years. But when you think about it, I was still noticing changes 3, 4, 5 years after I got off of birth control.
Truth that. I think, the thing with, like, all this stuff is like, so one, if you get rid of seed oils and you get rid of seed oils for long enough, people in forums and shit and studies say, like, how much they can really tell. They hold less fat. They don't burn as easily in the sun and things like that when they get rid of like seed oils. And then you have to think of the people who get rid of pesticides. You get rid of and start eating like all organic, true organic, get rid of pesticides and things get better. And then you listen to people who switch to mostly meat and get away from a lot of carbs and sugars.
Oh, like people on the carnivore diet.
Yeah, and like how much their life improves and shit. And then you keep going and you listen to people who fast. And so anyways, there's just so many layers of this stuff. But there's a lot of things that do make sense that we don't look into anymore, whether the people in the world kind of got us away from it or whatever. But if you read like Napoleon Hill's books and stuff, he talks about energy so much.
Yeah, he does.
He talks about energy so much, and we don't talk about energy anymore. We don't talk about the like. We're so like stuck that everything, how we communicate is with telephones, right? Like that's just how we communicate. But like back in 1920s and 30s, he thought we would be able to communicate just through like waves in the world between like brain waves.
Oh,
like,
yeah, okay.
Not like you should be able to like read each other's minds from wherever, like by being on the same frequency.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't need a phone to be on the same frequency and stuff. And so it's just interesting things like that where maybe I just am not aware of it, but it doesn't seem like we spend as much time or much energy on learning about like frequency and energies and things like that, and how to like naturally produce these energies and how to like pull these energies naturally out of the earth. And maybe it's on purpose, because like once you start reading about megahertz and stuff for what your clothes are, polyester is like 0.
Yeah, it's like similar to death, isn't it?
Yeah, so like your megahertz for your normal body is 100. Organic cotton's 100. Hemp is 100. So like that's nil. That's just like your body is functioning at 100, no big deal. Like okay, you're good, you're fine. And then if you go below 50, or I think it's like below 50 or 65 megahertz, it's telling your body that you're dying, like that you are sick because of the energy. And so when you're wearing like polyester, it's like 0 to 15. And so it's super bad for you, and it's making you feel like you want to die. And what's so crazy is most sportswear is polyester, especially like your spandex and shit like that, which is on your testes, which also for like men has been shown to decrease sperm, like your sperm count and your strong swimmers. And because you're sweating and it's getting into your like sweat glands and sweat ducts or whatever, and so boom, you're doing that. So we're wearing this shit that's like reclaimed, right? Like your recycled clothes or whatever, which is actually really bad for your energy and making you like unconsciously sick. Now, if you wear like nylon is 200 megahertz. So you're double what you should be, right? If you wear wool is 5,000 megahertz. So if you wear wool, you feel great. Linen, 5,000 megahertz. But as they say in the Bible, do not wear linen and wool together, because they cancel themselves out and makes it 0. So then if you wear linen and wool together, you feel sick. So in the Bible it says, do not mix your wear linen and wool, right? You have to wear one or the other. But then you get to thinking, well, how come all the Amish out there, how come the Amish are always wearing wool or linen or cotton? They're not wearing anything else. They're working all the fucking time, doing great. And so I think there's just so many things. Like, we are in the information age right now, and we've got nothing but an overload of information. But the problem is it's an overload of shitty information. And so we're not actually spending time informing ourselves on like quality things to make ourselves better, or ways to like strive, live longer, be better. Instead, we are, watching random shit on TikTok, and letting the government kind of run the world and big pharma run the world. And the same tobacco companies are the same companies that help make fast food, that help make a bunch of the ingredients for fast food. What's tobacco companies great at? Making you addicted to something. Okay, so now the same people that make things that you become the most addicted to are now also feeding you your food. So now you're addicted to fast food. And so instead of us, like in this world, in this information age, really taking the time to like get better, and inform ourselves on how to live longer and like be more connected with like nature and more connected with the universe and stuff. Instead, we're just all running around watching people dance on TikTok and eating fast food and becoming fat as fuck with a bunch of chronic injuries.
How much longer is this going to go?
Through like 10 seconds. Chronic injuries. And then the big pharma companies are like, we'll fix you and then give you drugs. And then, boom, you're just sick all the time. What's up, babe?
Okay. So back to clothes and that. Jesus. Sometimes I really hate your tangents, actually.
Sometimes I just like talking for as long as you'll allow it. It kind of angers me. Does it really?
Sometimes, yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's just fucking, I don't know. It's just whatever.
Because it's so much good truth.
Yeah, whatever.
Am I just spitting facts over here?
Yeah, but you just keep going on and 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 on.
I know, I love it.
And I want to put something, in to the conversation related to the very beginning of this, and you already went through 20 million fucking topics.
Dang, babe.
Anyways, and it's 9:20 and I'm tired, so here you go.
I can tell.
So they did a study on women diagnosed with breast cancer from 2000 to 2019.
Yep.
So, in 2000, the incidence of breast cancer among women ages 20 to 49 was about 64 cases per 100,000 people. Over the next 16 years, the rate slowly went up, increasing at about 0.24% per year. By 2016, so the rate had reached about 66 cases per 100,000. But after 2016, for reasons researchers do not yet understand, the trend line made a steep uphill turn, suddenly increasing at 3.76% per year. By 2019, only 3 years later, the rate had reached 74 cases per 100,000.
Wow, that's drastic.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if you look at, like polyester, like how many bras switched to like fully polyester or recycled polyester around that time.
Yeah.
Compared to like more cotton ones or.
That'd be super interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, gang, are you done?
Yeah.
You want to go to bed?
I need to go to bed.
You got to post pod though.
Yeah, I know.
All right, gang. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
See you.